pressed them on everything?
I think so. Did I press on this?
I don't remember.
Something at the police department too? Huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, right, boy? Sharp, hungry.
So something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why, weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy. What with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed at the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department.
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Archie? I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto?
I suppose I could help. If you would help me by giving me data on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
We already know this.
You already know the murder weapon is a knife.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second! I've heard of that!
Evidence room? The evidence is the test just now. The knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
There's the connection between the two cases!
You seem happy, Mr. Wright?
Happy? We have just got handed our ticket to go on this case! Go to town! On this case! With this link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage!
So happy he can't speak straight.
Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
He's just been spending too much time with that girl.
What do I do?
Did you get evidence?
Which do I press on? Here?
It's not officially what you said. I jacked here with the knife.
I don't know. If you just went down 3 rather than go up 5 or 6.
The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor!
Please stop. Go to bed.
I must be on the wrong track.
press him on it.
Chief! The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
Huh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for this to be a coincidence.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What, really?
Who would have guessed?
I would have guessed that ladies every single nationality on the earth.
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him.
The victim's ID number. Maybe it'll be Goodman.
Okay, how about the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? Like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name, after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 584-218-9.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. Drives me nuts.
82. I can't do it.
Sounds so depressed.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victims of the police department.
Get your court record.
5842198. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does! I think.
Meeting.
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you, Mr. Wright? You don't want to scream.
Witness!
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, I got confused.
And this is news how?
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
Have to fade to black again.
The police department! The prosecutor's office! 2 places, 2 detectives, murder at 1 place!
At one time.
Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember?
My memory sure is getting bad these days.
This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82... I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right again! The ID number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean exactly?
Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman? What does our witness think about that?
Oh, ho, 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 ho! Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
But wait! Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time.
That's impossible! So, what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time? And in completely different locations?
Order! 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 Chief!
No! What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait! I said wait! Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours!
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you in the news.
Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright, what in there heard the name before? Wait, aha!
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Are we even sure that was the voice, sir?
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth. The victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Ah! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if the capable officer was making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted the report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
Only looks more evil.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Mr. Wright.
Well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy!
I was just doing my job.
No. No!
Seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. With all these rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You'd better give results this time. Really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I'll grant one for the day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive.
The judge really is losing his grip here.
Okay, court is adjourned.
Sounds like he's about to collapse.
To be continued!